Okay, the Archer class in Dragon Age Inquisition is probably my favourite. That and Mage as a whole. Those are probably my joint two favourite things to play as in this game. So this is my Sarah Archer build for Dragon Age Inquisition. Now again, we are level 24, 26 points to spend, so follow this as best you can. Again, these builds are rather late game. I'm currently near the end of the Trespasser DLC, so these work best when you can follow them properly and take the Tactician's Renewal and just respec. But these builds do have low level ability still, because some of the low level ones are amazing. So follow as best you can. If you need to skip a section then come back later, please do so. And let's crack it out. And we're going to start with the Archer ability of Longshot. You fire a powerful single shot that delivers more damage the further you are. And we're going to pair this with Lancer's Arch. Archer's Lance. Can't even say it properly. Longshot now rips through every enemy along its path, doing bonus damage for each target it hits. Great abilities to have. After that, we're going to take First Blood. You've learned to pick apart enemies that would still unwound and unwary. You do more damage to enemies that are only lightly injured. This ability is okay, but we don't really need it. What we need is Explosive Shot. So you fire a powerful shot that explodes on impact, damaging enemies around your target. After that, you're going to take Pincushion. So if at first the arrow doesn't kill them, the 10th might. So you get 5% extra damage for every arrow you fire into a target after the first one. And then after that, we're going to come back up to Explosive Shot, and we're going to take Chain Reaction, so we get the shrapnel from that, filling the air and causing more damage. Once you have those locked in, we're going to dip over to the Subterror and take Poisoned Weapons. This couples very, very nicely with Explosive Shot, because you'll create a cloud of poison as well. And that's what's so good about this. After that, we want Caltrops, because we really want Looked Like It Hurts. The worst mistake your enemies can make is to let them see you flinch. Whenever you score a critical hit, you regain stamina, and what's so good about this, stamina means more abilities. And then Cheap Shot. Your critical hit tears through enemy armor, leaving it surrounded for a short time, and this not only helps you, but also helps your allies. Now once you've got that locked in, we are going to take Stealth, and then we're going to take Evasion. Two really good abilities that will give you more dexterity and just help you stay alive. And then, if you have the means to, we are going to come over to the Tempest one. Now much like Varric, Sarah has some really good abilities, but they don't come online until much later. But we are going to start with Flask of Fire. Now, this flask coats you in flames, spur you to frenzied action. For a short time, your abilities cost no stamina. Which means we can do Explosive Shot, we can do Long Shot as much as we want to, and it will not use any stamina. It's phenomenal. And then Unquenchable Flames. While the Flask of Fire is active, all your abilities have no cooldown. And this one's saying you can just pile out the long shots, pile out the explosive shots. You can really turn Sarah into an absolute beast on the battlefield. But then to take Fury of the Storm. When your stamina is exhausted, you fight even harder, lashing out with fury to win the fight. We're going to take 1,000 cuts. You choose a target, then dash to and fro. A shadow leaving blood with every leap. After you slice through other nearby foes, you land behind your target, striking deep. Now when this game first came out, this ability was so broken, Sarah could one-shot dragons. That got patched pretty quickly, as you can imagine, but it was a great ability when it wasn't debuffed. After that, we're going to take the Killer's Alchemy. You can use more concentrated elixirs that give you an uncanny edge in battle. You do more damage with all attacks for a short time. Whenever you use an elixir or potion, the effect stacks. And then from there, we are going to take the Flask of Lightning. This flask sends you into a heightened sense of incredible speed. Everyone on the battlefield, except you, moves much slower for a short period of time. You can't use the ability while another elixir is activated. So what's really good about this is you could do your Flask of Fire, switch out Flask of Lightning, and then vice versa. We are going to couple this very nicely with Storm Rage. So Flask of Lightning lasts longer and knocks back enemies that you strike while it is active. And this is what I mean, Sarah can just become such a beast on the battlefield. It's incredible. Now, if you really want to, you could take Flask of Frost, coats you in an icy skin that increases your armor and freezes enemies. I would only take this if you feel like Sarah is getting damaged a lot or pulling too much aggro. If she isn't, then don't worry about it, but if she is, I would probably take it. Flask Master, your experience with elixirs has made you better, equipped to handle potions and other consumables. letting you carry more of them at a time, and giving you a chance not to use an elixir when you activate an elixir ability. And then Ride the Storm. The effect of your elixirs lasts longer. Get all those locked in, and then we're going to come back over to Evade. Now Evade allows us to do Ambushed, so while you're in stealth and shortly after leaving it, your attacks ignore some enemies' targets for their armor. And then we're going to round this build off very nicely with Death from Above and Leaping Shot. And that is it. Sarah is very much a build that is designed on having these elixirs, popping your ability, and then continuously dealing out your moves. Like, there's nothing better if Sarah is so far back, popping a Flask of Fire, and then just spamming the square button and long-shotting for no one's business until the enemies just crumble. Or with Explosive Shot, landing these until they're just dead and in the ground. It also works very nicely with Pincushion if you slow down time with the Flask of Lightning, because you're going to start just popping off these arrows more and more and more. Now when it comes to Sarah's equipment, you really want to boost your crit chance and you really want to boost your dexterity. I wouldn't worry with things like Constitution, because she should be okay to stay at the back. So again, much like Varric, you kind of want to take the Prowler armor, because it is generally the best. I'm actually not using any special armor for Sarah in this playthrough, because I didn't really use her that much, which is a shame. But you'll be able to see if you get a good bow, like the Heartstring bow, or even Tamsin's Pain. 12% armor penetration, 41% dexterity. On a kill, target explodes 150 weapon damage, 7% sunder. Or, as I said, Heartstring bow, 18 critical chance, 16 dexterity, 22 heal on kill. Get one of these bows that really boosts Sarah's attack up, because the amount she's going to attack and the amount of abilities she can pop off, you are going to see her just melt enemies. There's a reason she is so good, and why that the Archer class is just amazing in this game, and this is it. So I really hope you have enjoyed this build guide. If you have, please drop the episode a like, it helps me amazingly. If you're new and you're not subscribed but you'd like to, that'd also be amazing, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.